Good morning kids. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing great. I am Khushbu Patel from Saraswati Group of Education and today we are meeting for the last session of our chapter number 2. Right, components of food. In the last session, what we have completed, I hope you all are having that in your mind. We have completed one thing, that was balanced diet, roughage and water. Why water is important, why roughage is important, and what is the meaning of balanced diet, that we have completed. Moving further to the last topic of this chapter, but before I start the chapter, you all should have your textbook. In your textbook, please open page number 24. Right, now the first topic for today is good cooking habit. Now kids, we all know that we are eating certain type of a food which can be eaten as raw, and certain foods we are cooking first and then we are eating. So while cooking, what type of steps should be taken so that we can have a good nutritive food? You see that there are so many people who are good at cooking. If one dish is given them to prepare, right, just because the two different person are cooking, they have certain different methods. Although these two different people are making one similar dish, दोनों एक ही तरह की डिश बना रहे हैं, but still the taste, the smell, the color and the flavor of the food is different. Why? Because of the cooking habit. We know that food should be delicious. It should be good to taste. But we also have to think that whatever the type of food we are eating, that food is good in a nutritional value as well. We have certain habits like washing, boiling, steaming, oiling. These all are the methods to cook the food. But certain methods, especially in India, right? Indian people are having certain habits like to eat too much of oil, too much of ghee, which is actually not good for the health. Right? So we are going to cover that what type of a habit should we have or we can develop so that we can have a good food as well as we can have the food which is good in a nutritional value. So kids, I hope you have opened the page number 24 and now we are starting with the first topic, that is good cooking habit. Let's start. See, some foods are eaten raw like salad, tomatoes, cucumber, spinach, coriander. We can eat it raw, right? However, there are several food items that have to be cooked before eating, right? We cannot eat pulses as raw. कठोर ने काचा ना खाई शके, or else your teeth will come out, right? Because it's too hard to chew. So we have to cook it before eating it. You must have seen that when the pulses are being cooked, before cooking, you can say before 24 hours of it, your mother is soaking it in a water, right? And then on the next day, it has been cooked in the pressure cooker. First it has been boiled in that cooker so that it will become soft, so we can chew it properly, right? So there are different methods to cook the food. All the materials are not cooked in a certain ways. They have a different ways. In a one way we cannot cook the food, right? The way we are cooking the pulses, same way we are not cooking the rice, or same way we cannot say that we are cooking chapatis. Every cooking method is different from each other, right? See, cooking imparts flavor to food and makes it easy to digest. That means when we are cooking, we are adding certain spices to it, which gives a flavor, which gives a taste to the food. And most importantly, it is making easy to digest. When you are cooking the food and then you are eating, that cooked food will be easier to digest. Right? See, cooking the food in a right way is not only an art but also involve scientific principles. There are certain scientific rules when you are cooking the food. We are not just eating the food for the taste. We should eat the food for the health. So when you are eating the healthy food, but it is not cooked in a proper way, then whatever the nutritional value is present in that food may get destroyed, and it will not give any kind of a health to your body. So we have to cook in a right way. There are certain scientific principles through which, if we are using that principle for cooking the food, it will make the food much tastier as well as much healthier. Which are that? Let us see. While cooking, we should take care of some points listed below. Here in your textbook, certain points are given. If you are following that points while cooking the food, it will not become only tastier, but it will also have a good nutritional value, which is good for your health. Not only for physical health, but also for your mental health. Right? So, what are the points? Let us cover it first. Overheating, overboiling, and deep frying destroy the nutrients present in the food and add extra calories at times. We know that some people are having a habit कि अगर वो खाना पका रहे हैं, so they will turn on the burner at high flame. Right? गैस का बर्नर पूरा switch on कर दिया, पूरा turn on कर दिया, and then the flame is too much high. So उनको ऐसा लगता है that the food will be cooked fast, but actually all the food items require particular temperature. Above that temperature, if that food is cooked, then we can say that it is overheated. जितनी जरूरत है उससे ज्यादा गर्म कर दिया है, which will destroy the nutrients from the food. Same thing happen when you are deep frying. तेलमा तड़ेलू, which is not good for your heart, especially. Why? Because it gives extra calories to your body, extra fat to your body. So deep frying is also not good. Overboiling. Some of the food can be boiled properly only if we are providing them proper heat. But if the heat is given more in amount, the food will be overboiled. So it will lose its original nutritional value. So we have to keep one thing in our mind. Overheating, overboiling and deep frying is not good for the food as well as for the body. If you are eating such kind of a food, you may suffer with the high calories in your body. That high calories may give a burden to your heart. So in a later age, you may suffer with certain heart disease. So from the beginning of your life only, you just have to take care that you are eating a right amount of a food having the good content of nutrition. Right? Let's go to the second point. Vitamin C is easily destroyed due to overheating. Overheating, now you all know. Right? Proper flame, proper temperature is required by all the food materials. especially vitamin C. As we know that we have seen in the slide that vitamin C help us in fighting the disease, infection of the disease, right? We can fight, our body can fight with the different disease just because if we are eating vitamin C. So if certain foods like tomatoes, lemon, which have a good source of vitamin C, if it is overheated, वो ज़्यादा गर्म कर दिया है, then vitamin C present inside will get destroyed and we cannot have that vitamin C while eating. हमको ऐसा लगता है that हमने खा लिया but actually हमारे body को नहीं मिलता है. So we have to take care of that. And the food should not be overheated. Clear? Next one. Use of excess water while cooking is not desirable. Excess of water means extra water. जितना चाहिए उतना ही डालो, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं. Why? Because all the nutrients can be dissolved easily in a water. They can get mixed with water very easily. So if water is more in the food, it will dissolve the nutrients of the food items. And when you are heating that food items, with the vapor of water, the nutrients will be also vaporized. So we feel that we are eating healthy food, but actually we are not. So use of excess water is also not necessary. Right? Not desirable means not necessary. Clear? Next, washing cut fruits and vegetables remove many nutrients from them. So wash them before cutting. We should not wash the fruits and vegetables after cutting, because as and when you have cut the fruit or vegetables, the nutrients will start getting mixed into the atmosphere. And again, if you are washing it after cutting, so it happens that nutrients may get dissolved in water. So nutrients from the food will be removed when you are washing it. So instead of washing the fruits and vegetables after cutting, it is advised you should always wash the fruits and vegetables before cutting. Right? Next, washing of rice and pulses repeatedly removes nutrients from them. Yes, before cooking rice, you must have seen that your mother is soaking that rice grain into the water. And before cooking it, it has been washed 1 time, 2 times. But if it is washed more than 2 times, then again the nutrients will be removed with the water. Then there is no meaning of eating it. Right? So we can say that repeatedly wash of rice and pulses are also not good. Right? Other than this, we can also take care that many spices we are using, but all that spices should not be in a more proportion in your food, or else it will also remove the nutrient. Right? So these were the scientific principles we can take care while cooking the food. No overheating, no washing after cutting, no repeatedly washing. Right? So these are certain rules which we can follow while cooking the food, which falls in the category of good cooking habits. Right? So this was our first topic for today. Moving further to the next topic. What is that? Deficiency disease. What is the topic name? Deficiency disease. Now kids, we know that we should have the food which contain all 5 nutrients. Which 5? Carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins and minerals. Right? These 5 family members should have in our body. But sometimes it happens that we feel that we are eating food maybe not too much nutritive, maybe it does not have a nutritional value, or maybe we are not taking a proper food, due to which our body will have certain kind of a deficiency. Deficiency means less in amount, right? So if we have a protein less in our body, or maybe less fat in our body, less vitamins in our body, then our body may suffer with certain disease. It is just because of the less protein, vitamin, minerals, carbohydrate or fat, and because of that only we may suffer with disease. So that type of a disease are considered as deficiency disease, right? So now we have to cover that topic. See in your textbook. One may be eating enough food but not necessarily the right type of a food. Sometimes you feel that every day 3 times you are taking your food, proper food, but still your body is not growing well. Why? Because they are not taking right type of food. In some previous session, we have studied that according to your age, according to your gender, according to your activity, right, you all have to take the balanced diet, right? So if you are not taking balanced food, then your body will have certain nutrient in a less amount, right? See here. If our diet does not contain appropriate amount of any of the nutrient, our body starts showing signs and symptoms of deficiency. If you are not taking good food, if you are not taking proper nutritive food, then your body will have certain nutrition less in amount, due to which your body will start showing certain signs. Maybe you will have a fatigue, એટલે તમે ઝડપથી થાકી જાઓ છો, તમારા હાથ પગ દુખવા લાગે છે. Maybe headache, maybe weak eyesight, maybe weak memory power, right? So certain kind of a sign and symptoms your body will start to show. What is that? See here. These deficiencies over a long period of time lead to deficiency disease. Say for example, you are not taking vitamin A in your regular diet. So slowly, steadily, your eyesight will become poor. તમને ઓછું દેખાવા લાગશે, ધૂંધળું દેખાવા લાગશે. You will have the blurry vision. After that also you are not taking the food having vitamin A. Then what will happen? You will get a spectacles. ચશ્માના નંબર આવી જશે. Right? So long period of time you have not taken vitamin A. So that it has developed into the deficiency disease, which may give a kind of a disease like poor eyesight, right? So over a long period of a time you have not taken vitamin A, which will result into the poor eyesight. Okay? Next, deficiency disease are the result of malfunctioning of the body due to lack of one or more nutrients in the diet. That means I have just given you the example of vitamin A. But what if you are not taking carbohydrate food? What if you are not taking protein in your diet? It means your body is not developing properly. Instead, your body will have some deficiency which may lead to the disease. Right? Malfunctioning मतलब तुम्हारी body में proper nutrient नहीं. Right? So to avoid that, we have to take a good care of our body by taking the healthy nutritive food. Right? See, Underdeveloped countries. Underdeveloped countries means the country who is not developed properly. Right? They don't have maybe sufficient amount of food, sufficient amount of the residential area or technology. If I say the example of Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, right? There are many more other countries also. Zimbabwe, right? Which is not having a proper food. That country, the people are not getting proper amount of food. So they suffer with a lot of deficiencies. See, in underdeveloped countries, the problems of malnutrition. We have studied this word in hardword slide. Right? Malnutrition means less of nutrient. Okay. Malnutrition and undernutrition are very much evident. That means we can see. Evident means we can visualize. We can see that people in such country are not getting proper food, and just because of that only they are not growing properly, they are not developing properly. Right? See, malnutrition is caused when the food is taken in deficient in essential nutrients. Malnutrition means what? You are taking food, but that food does not have the proper nutrition in it. If I say junk food, every day if you are just taking a junk food or eating the food which is deep fried, then your body may suffer with the malnutrition. Nutrition ocha hova. Right? Whereas undernutrition is in inadequate intake of food. Inadequate means ochu khao. Your body requires 4 chapatis. But every day you are just eating 2 chapatis. That means आपकी एज के हिसाब से आपका ग्रोथ नहीं हुआ है. What is that? It is undernutrient, or you can say undernutrition. Right? So this is the major difference between the malnutrition and undernutrition. Okay. So in short, moral of the story is you should have a proper healthy food. Right? See. Table 2.2 lists some of the deficiency diseases caused due to lack of various nutrients in our food. If you will see on the next page, you will see that there is a one table which has a 3 columns. It giving you the information about the nutrients. If we are not taking that nutrients, then what kind of a signs and symptoms will be seen in our body, and what kind of a disease our body may have. Right? So after understanding the deficiency disease, we are moving to this table. Right? Let's start it.
Now kids, as you can see here, there is a table given which is having the 3 columns: nutrients, sign and symptoms, and name of the disease. That means in our food, if certain nutrients are less, then there are certain signs that we may lose our weight, we may have a headache, we may have certain other symptoms, due to which we may lead to certain deficiency disease. See the first one, that is protein, stunned growth, discoloration of hair, patchy skin, thinning of legs or swollen stomach, affect the functioning of the brain. That means if we are taking food which is having a less protein, then our growth will not be proper. That means stunned growth, less growth, discoloration of hair, that means early white hair, patchy skin, that means our skin will become dull, thinning legs or swollen stomach, right, fulaelu pet, affect the functioning of the brain, right. And what will be the name of a disease if we are taking less protein in our regular diet? See here, it is kwashiorkor. What is that? Kwashiorkor. Right? Then protein and carbohydrate. If you are taking less, then thinning, weight loss and weakness. Loose fold of the skin. That means our skin will become dry. We will not gain weight. Right? And we will become too much thin. What is the name of the disease? Marasmus. How will you say it? Marasmus. Right? Then there are vitamins. Vitamin A, which is for eyesight, poor vision in dim light. So if we will not take vitamin A, night blindness. That means we cannot able to see in the night time. Right? Then vitamin B1, weakening of muscles, altered muscles, coordination and degradation of nerves. That means our muscles will become very loose, very weak, and it will lose its coordination with the nerves. Right? So what is the name of the disease? Beriberi. Right? Vitamin B2, inflammation of skin, skin फुलाई जैसे, diarrhea, that means loose motion, memory disorder, that means you will start forgetting the things. Right? What is the name of the disease? Pellagra. Right? Okay. Vitamin C, bleeding gums, internal bleeding and delayed wound healing. Wound means जो लगा है वो कभी बहुत देर से ठीक होगा. Bleeding gums means gums which is releasing a blood. Right? दांत माथी. And what will be the name of the disease here? Scurvy. Right? Vitamin D. We all know it is responsible for strong bone. Right? So if we are not taking it, what will happen? Softening and weakening of bones, bow-shaped legs, easily breakable bones. That means our bones will become too much weak. And the name of that disease is rickets. Right? Next are certain minerals. The first one is calcium, bone and tooth decay. And the name of the disease is osteoporosis and hypocalcemia. Right? Then there are certain more like iodine, iron, phosphorus, fluorine, sodium, chlorine, calcium and magnesium. These all minerals are responsible for different disease like goiter, anemia, bad teeth and weak bones, dental caries and osteoporosis, muscle cramps, low blood pressure, hypocalcemia and osteoporosis and muscle cramp. In short, this is just for your information. We have completed the explanation till vitamin D. Till that you need to remember. Other minerals are for your general knowledge. You don't need to remember too much. But you just need to remember one thing, that you should have balanced diet. Clear?
So kids, after the understanding of this table, here our chapter number 2 get end. It is over now. Okay. Now, with this you are going to get a chapter and worksheet which you have to solve in your classwork. Now kids, I hope you have understood this 2 topic thoroughly. So, today you are going to read this 2 topic again, and for any query you will go through this video.